Did you fuck something up again?
No, not really. We got it all.
That's a fucking
Just keep
bass
fucking
player.
talking.
Well, all right.
Fucking bass player.
Fucking bass player.
All right, everybody, welcome to
God, driving me harder than a fucking redheaded stepchild.
We are here
She
with
gets
a
great.
local band. I'm Damn It David, and I'm here with.
What the fuck, Chuck? As usual. I hope so. I think I live here or something. I might. Today we're sitting here with Scars of Agony, at least a few of them. The three that could make it.
You guys want to go around here and introduce yourselves? We'll start with the most one that's more recognizable. Who are you, and what do you do for the band?
Yeah.
My name's Dirk. I like long walks on the beach, and I play the steel piccolo. I have a stool that I sit on, and I sing sweet lullabies.
That's beautiful.
They're very sweet.
They're very sweet. They're mostly about my raccoon, Robbie.
That's so beautiful.
Thanks.
I think
But
it's
seriously though, Jaden fucking flew on vocals now for a month and a half.
Maybe a month and a half.
Yeah, I jumped in, joining friends that I've jammed with forever. So
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. You're up next.
Me, I'm the oddball. Apparently, I'm just the fucking bass player,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the butt of all jokes, the one that takes
Talking about
everything.
balls,
I mean, we might not even.
Hopefully,
need
that
your name.
means I'm, you know,
We might not even need to know your
everybody
name.
picks on me, so I'll fucking take it like a champ.
How long you been in the band?
Since the beginning,
Yeah.
since inception.
What about you, sir?
I don't
Am I right?
I'm not sure.
I'm not
know.
sure.
My name's Ken. They call me Warrock, Severed, Fuckhead, dipshit, you know, whatever.
The usual.
The norm.
Yeah.
I play guitar. Been in the band since the beginning. Me and Jaden have been in like 12 Scars bands together.
So you got a couple members missing.
yeah.
So I was right. Fucking 5. You said there's 4.
I wasn't
Ha.
sure. Damn you.
Ha.
I told you.
I
told
do
you.
want to clarify
Fuck,
that
Chuck. I was always right.
based on weight, we have 19.
And that's mainly between me and him.
Now you got the drummer. What's his name?
That's
Robbie.
Robbie Raccoon.
The animal.
The animal.
And the other guy. What's his name?
Dave the Engraver Plots.
Nice.
Great.
Nice.
Yeah. He actually, ever since I met him, the first band I was ever in, he was in, he engraves tombstones. That's what he does for a living.
No
Nice.
shit.
Yeah.
So those are the for Gwen Scott Burton.
Yeah.
No
Okay,
shit.
okay.
Yeah.
He actually, my dad passed away a few years ago, and he actually made
I'm
this.
sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
So,
So if one of you dies, I will go to your wife and say, hey, this sucks, but my friend can get you a discount.
So I'm getting yeah.
I know, I
I'm
got a sweet discount on that stuff.
Yeah.
And I won't tell him that you killed him.
And I'll practice and out of it. He's like, I give that head start to you.
Remade me and then have a big party with the metal band.
Yeah.
That's all I want. But yeah, so what are you guys working on? Any new stuff?
I'm just trying to learn the old stuff.
Old stuff here?
Well,
Yeah.
pretty much, I should say. When did you guys actually form as a band?
So we formed January-ish.
A little before January of 24. September, December of 2023.
So we'll go back a little history. So I was actually in a band with Jaden again called Battle Chapel. He's still in Battle Chapel, vocalist. So I was with him. There was disagreement type thing.
We'll go with disagreement.
We'll go with that. With one of the members, and I was no longer in the band. So, and I got nothing but respect for all the members of Battle Chapel. I love all those guys. Me and one member have since cleared all air, and we're back on good terms. So no issues. And I wasn't not to be personal, but I was going through a divorce. A bunch of crazy shit was going on in my life. So
Life was happening.
trying to add a band in that mix, I couldn't give it my 100, and so in the end, it was the best case scenario. Don't agree with that. I was a hot mess. So
It was his kind of paradigm.
Yeah.
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 And there was a enforcement of that, yeah.
Yeah, so that kind of put the kibosh on that, but I enjoyed, the music Battle Chapel did. I got to at least play 2 shows with them before everything kind of went down. But then I started talking, me and him have been friends
About 10 years now.
about 10 years now. I started talking to him. We played acoustic together and me, why don't we start a freaking metal band? And he's like, well, we're gonna play bass. I'm like, yeah, fucker. Like,
Yeah.
And of course, so
no.
if you ever met our other guitar
Play
player,
tambourine.
Engraver, if you ever met Engraver, like, it's metal. Like, no white, no nothing. This motherfucker shows up to the first practice with white bass.
I love my 91 PV. 1991.
No, it's a nice bass,
Love that
but
bass.
it's white.
The best part is he showed up to the 4th practice knowing how to play it.
I mean, you're giving him some credit on that one. Fourth, more like 15th, 20th.
He learned the top string, but what else does he need to know?
That's it.
I don't think he plays any of this.
Open,
Um,
one, open,
If y'all
open,
turn
open,
down
open,
your
three.
fucking amps, you would have played.
Why would we want to do that?
I don't know, I gotta turn mine up
They're
more.
high gain amps for a reason. But anyways,
Until I
so
get my fridge.
the original members was me, Eric, Engraver. When Eric from Storms Within was with us, and then Joe Wood, he was with From the Fallout.
From the Fallout.
On drums. We had 2 practices with Joe, and then we practiced at his house in Meadville, and his house caught on fire.
Oh, damn.
So I'm like, oh shit,
You
like,
definitely
what are we gonna do now?
have
So Erica knew some people, and she's like, here, get a hold of this guy, they're gonna band rooms are running, so we ended up running a band room in Erie, which made it way more easy for all of us than
Right.
drive all the way to Meadville. Got in there, and we couldn't get Joe to come up to Erie, basically. It just, and he was going through the house fire and stuff.
Yeah.
He was kind of like uprooted from his life.
That's unbelievable.
And then I think actually between Jaden and Erica both said, hey, we have this drummer. Like, you should check him out. He's from
Yeah,
Metal.
I've watched him.
Yeah.
I love watching him play.
Yeah, oh, he's
Um,
great.
I love that
watching him play.
shit he
I go
has.
to the
That is
side.
a
I
badass
watch him
drum
play
kit
from the
he's
side.
got.
Love
And
it.
he's a fucking hell of a drummer, man. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, when he hits it,
We
he
call him
does it.
he calls himself the animal. I'm like, you know what? Like, yeah, you're the
He hits
animal.
hard. He's a hard hitter.
Which is why our amps are so loud in practice. He's just pissed because he can't keep up.
With the rhythm or the volume? Which we
Both. Both.
Really? Volume is more like fuck volume.
Okay, so you're
So we get this band room. We end up I got in contact with Robbie. He was like, oh fuck yeah, let's go do this. So the day we were supposed to meet up with him, I couldn't actually show up. So it was him and Grager showed up. I guess he came in and he was fucking wired up. Like just insane. And they're like, well, he's a really good drummer, but he's fucking whacked. I'm like, I can deal with that.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, those are the ones that are the best, man.
Because their goal
You gotta
was
put
when we
the
started.
whole thing in perspective with that, because not knowing when he first got the call, like he originally heard of us starting, he's like, I want that gig. And then we went with Joe Wood, and then eventually when we were looking again, he showed up. He was so fucking
he was
excited
ready
to
to
come
go,
in.
yeah.
Like we just had like a bass drum in there, and he's just like, yeah guys, what's up? And just pounding on the drum, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, this dude is fucking amped up. And I'm like, if we could tone him back a little bit, and he could drum as good as his attitude, I'm like, we're good.
Well, he was doing an internet band project called I versus I. The music's not bad. It's like it's a power metal slash like maybe a little bit of thrash. But it was a music video of me playing drums. And he starts out with this nice clean arpeggio or something like that. I'm like, oh, that's pretty. And then he kicks into some double kicks and shit like that. I'm like, okay. Like the timing on his feet was enough for me to say, this is the dude.
Yeah, you gotta have it.
So then we got together with him. I think it was just 4 of us. Erica wasn't there. It jammed, and he came in, and we knocked out like 2 songs right away.
Oh, he slayed sense.
I'm like,
He slayed.
holy fuck! I'm not used to that. You know, most of the time it takes a few practice.
Yeah.
No, he was on point.
Yeah.
He was right on fucking point.
Our goal was to play Metal Massacre 24. That was a big goal. So
Oh, no shit, that was the first one.
that was our first
Oh,
shot.
I did not know that.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I
as
know
a
that.
maybe I did, but I just don't.
Me too.
as a band, we've actually only played 4 live shows so far.
I can't recall if we stayed for that.
Yeah, we did.
We
That
were
Friday,
there.
it was Friday night, wasn't it?
No, we played Saturday.
Yeah, we did. 'Cause I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we
Because that's
went
when we
in,
were like
yeah.
going, what the shit? Right?
My ears
see,
were in
you know,
a great
see,
amount of pain,
my wife
so
loves
I
storms, but
didn't really go in the
And so when I saw
bar.
Eric, I'm like, look,
Yeah.
what? And then,
So the thing was Battle Chapel on
It's a good
stage,
time.
and then second, and then it was us.
Didn't you tell me that's the first time you heard me scream like that?
yeah.
Oh
It's like a
yeah,
Yeah,
hard.
because I did
you
one
came
of the
up
could've
with
walked
one,
out.
Yeah. And then I had heard, you know, like we got good feedback from that show.
Yeah, I think it was the first time I heard him sing, wasn't it? I didn't.
outside of Battle Chapel.
I don't know. Didn't you do the year before? Did you do
23,
the-
no, yeah, 20, yeah. I know what you're talking
23,
about.
did you do the-
I know what you're talking about.
I forgot we did Beneath the Scars.
Yeah, Beneath the Scars, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's that good.
Yeah, we were there for that.
I missed that one.
The shit show.
Yeah, I heard.
We brought a drummer on that did not live up to expectations.
Which is like huge. Like,
Yeah.
That's
Anyway,
hard.
moving
That's a
on.
hard one.
Yeah.
Moving on.
we won't go too far on that.
Moving on to the-
What happened next in the origin story?
So that was our first show, was Massacre. It was fucking, I thought it was epic, you know. It was the first, we put all this work.
It was a
into
good
it.
show. You
Well,
guys,
that show.
I mean, you
Me
guys
listening
played great.
outside of the barn, it still sounded
Yeah.
great.
That's right, your ears
Yeah,
were
my
great.
ears were like
Yeah,
nails
Chelsea
were
was-
I think by the time we got Robbie, we only had like 2.5 months to get ready. 5 songs, and we were still in the writing process at that point in time.
You put a lot of work to get to that point.
Oh yeah, we worked our ass off. Everybody did. Erica did, because Erica was still writing. So Erica, her writing style is a little bit different when it comes to vocals. She likes to sit at home in her own her own zone and write vocals. So she would listen to us and drop out ideas, but it was really us. Like musically, I think we're super tight when it comes to the instruments. So with Erica, I'm like, Jay, I know how Jay works. Jay will just start rapping on the goddamn track. Like you have no clue what he's doing, but he's gonna put lyrics behind it. It's probably gonna work.
Just like sex.
Yeah.
Thrust and make noises and hope it's good.
Yeah.
Keep plugging away
Um,
till it works.
But there was nothing against
Keep
I'm
plugging
not
and plugging.
saying anything bad about
Get
that.
as
But
deep
so
as
Erica
that
would
3
listen to
inches will go.
songs.
Hope that
She
smell
would go
bad.
home,
Hopefully,
you know, in
yeah.
her own little zen moment, and then she would start working on it. And she would write everything down, get ready to go, and then she would bring it to the next practice, and then we'd start working through all of her line progressions and stuff like that. So, but we busted our ass to get ready for the basketball show. Like,
That was, I mean, it was a good performance.
there was a few times where we weren't sure we were going to be ready. We were like, shit, we're really crunching the numbers.
Like a fucking accountant.
Crushing numbers.
Crunching numbers.
I
That's
pumped
gotta
like
work.
37 times on this song. Can I get through the master?
I
Fuck,
mean, most
I
of
was
us don't know how to palm mute, so.
That'd have been my first time on stage in like 20 years. I was learning shit about that.
Yeah,
shit.
he's never even played for his first show ever being in an actual
I didn't
band.
know David show. I didn't know it was.
Yeah.
97, 98, back at State Street Tavern when I was like 16, 17.
Oh, State Street Tavern.
Yeah, fucking opening band for Biotech. That's
Years.
Biotech, the band that never showed up.
years ago.
Sorry. we had booked them many times in old bands, and like day out, they're like, yeah, we're not showing up. Oh, thanks for letting us know last minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
That's
quit
usually
booking.
how it goes.
There's a couple bands like that back in the day.
You're gonna have that. That's a lot to call immaturity.
Yeah.
Not being serious. They just want to have fun. There's a difference between bands who are serious, trying to produce good music, and bands who just
So that's
want
what's
to have
great
fun.
about this band is like we're serious about the music, but
We like to have fun.
It's a family, and we like to have fun writing it.
Yeah.
Like, we have a blast.
Yeah, but you're-
It's more like brothers than bandmates.
Yeah.
Something I haven't had in a long time.
Family.
Like, yeah, it's
Like and bringing him.
Where you look forward to going to the practices
Oh,
and
my
going
God.
to the shows.
like with other bands, you're like, I love that music with a passion. I love every chance I get to play that. You know, but we go in very professionally. We practice, very small room, and then we leave because we all have professional lives and everything. Here we
Right.
show up. Engraver and I, and sometimes him, start off at Mill Creek Cigar Lounge. Have a cigar, a couple beers, go to practice, have some beers. Half an hour later, we play through the set, have some more beers, play a couple more songs.
Well,
It's more the journey
It's
than the
laid,
process.
it's laid back, but we're
Yeah.
still, you know, and I can say Jay coming in the band, I mean, he came in guns a-blazing. It's taken him, because obviously it's from Battle Chapel, it's different. It's different vocal patterns,
Different,
different
yeah.
ways, like Pan and Alex at Battle Chapel, I mean, what they do is awesome. And,
Now, when can we expect to hear the first show?
You're going to.
I want you. That's why I wanted you to bring it up. Holy shit, you can't even follow leads. That was like a softball.
we got next Saturday, we're playing at the Barracks Tavern in Gerard.
Time to start.
Bloody Valentine.
Valentine shit. I'll look it up. So
It starts at 8 o'clock.
starts at 8 o'clock.
Why are you even asking? Damn, Dave, you
Yeah,
already
I know.
know when they're.
The first band.
That's how podcasts work.
It's
Charles.
actually
It is.
a pretty awesome lineup. We
It
have,
really is,
We
yeah.
have a debut.
That was it. Lacerated Lullabies.
Yeah, it's their
That'll be
debut.
first
Their
show.
first show. Yep.
Yeah, because Nash using that band.
Yeah,
in our
it's
shirts.
got Nash.
We
Jesse.
literally
So
were
it's-
talking
it's
about
got-
that, and I'm like, oh, that's I'm like, you're on a big boy. I'm like, this is the perfect. I'm like, you got you, but Joe Nameless, Scrot Avenue, and then Storms. I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah. It's gonna be a killer show, so you
I'm
better
like-
get out there. No
Yeah.
cover. Starts
No cover.
at 8.
They got good food, so come out early. They got real good food. Amanda,
Cheap beer.
cheap beer. Amanda,
I need
the
beer.
owner-
I'm in.
The owner's been awesome about allowing me to like put on some shows. That's why we did the
That's
Halloween
awesome.
show.
Awesome.
Because
That
pretty
Halloween show
much
turned out
the
awesome.
bar restaurant isn't really built for this style of music.
Yeah.
But I promised her, I'm like, look, we don't want paid for the show because let's face it,
Mhm.
original bands don't make any money doing this shit anyway. So, like, we don't want paid. Just make sure you have plenty of beer, and I promise you're gonna make money.
Pay,
Oh,
pay
yeah.
for the sound guy.
Yeah.
We
I
can't.
don't even ask her to do that yet. You know, I might
Yeah.
come down the road if she's, you know, because I know the Halloween show, she was very happy with the outcome of that show.
I
It's a
think
good
with this
show.
lineup Saturday, I think there's going to be one or two people
I
there.
hope so.
I really do hope it's a good turnout.
I think we're gonna have a minimum of 30 to 40 people,
I
regardless.
So if
Yeah,
you're him
yeah.
on about going, you better just
Yeah,
get
just
your
get
ass
your
there
ass
and
winner.
check
It's good
out.
fun, dude.
Blow the smoke out of
Free,
your assholes.
free
And
on
guess
the
what?
weekend, Right?
Chuck and I are going to do like a live show there.
It'll be our
Oh,
very
that's awesome.
first Facebook
So you're going
Live.
to see us too. So
Nice.
get your ass
Fucking
down
awesome.
there
Thanks, guys.
and go see a good
Definitely.
fucking show. Man, I'm telling you.
Look at the way the lineup. You got a brand new band with music veterans. You know,
Yep.
they haven't been in as long as a lot of us, but you know they've been in 3, 5, some 10 years. And you got us. It'll be my first show. You know, it'll be Scars of Agony's 5th show, and then Storms Within. If you don't know Storms Within,
You're not
you're
paying
not
attention.
you're not a part of hearing music.
Yeah.
No.
You know, I got to spend 5 years playing with them. They're one of the best bands that I've ever been a part
Great
of.
group of people.
They are.
And then the debauchery and just horridness happens as Joe Nameless is closing it down.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is they? Are they
Yeah.
closing it down?
Oh yeah, we're
that-
not gonna. Yeah, because if they start playing and you know the cops come and the FBI comes and they seize the gimp, like
Secret
Yeah.
Service and
we
CIA.
want to make sure we get our sets in before that
Yeah.
happens.
So who's going on second then?
We are.
You are,
Yeah.
and then Storms
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
So it'll be 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, everybody basically, us and Lacerated have 30.
I think what we're gonna do is like go live, like each like maybe a song per
Yeah, a
per
couple
band.
songs each.
Yeah.
Do a live stream of that. If everybody's all right with it,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
then
Technically, it's not like they can stop you.
No.
You're allowed to film in public.
I know the Storms crew is not going to have that issue. You guys already did a podcast.
because what I was even
So,
thinking
Oh,
about
yeah.
doing is taking that, putting it in the
Yep.
back, and recording the whole show.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
Is that allowed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Then I can put, and then we can just post that up on YouTube.
I'm not sure if they're doing it. I know the first show that we had our own bartender in the back room of the place.
Yeah.
I've never been personally.
Yeah,
I've never
yeah, I
been
went by myself.
So,
Yeah, you blew off my stick.
Yeah.
Remember.
Yeah, that was
Number
when I
one.
went by myself. The first person that greeted me was Jaded.
Oh, that was the
Hey,
Halloween
can you
show,
push
yeah.
this podcast start dating up? That's when it
Yep.
all started.
That's when
We weren't
did it
planning
first.
on starting this until the beginning of January.
Yeah.
But we really wanted to get Kenny on. Kenny's such a crap.
Yeah, that was a fun
I got-
first
Oh,
episode.
yeah, that was awesome.
I got to really get to know him, like
Yeah.
even afterwards. He's such a.
So,
I'm like, man, you
so
need to get
cool.
a band.
Yeah.
he's a good drummer. He's a hell of a drummer too.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I actually before when we were still in the beginning stages, reached out to Kenny like, hey bro, you ready to come out of retirement? He's like, he hemmed and hawed about it for a little while, and he's like, no, I can't do it yet. He needs to get back out there.
You
Yeah,
know
I
who they
think so.
remind you, because I was watching some of his old videos that he posed.
Yeah.
They fucking kicked him out of the band. Slipknot. It's Jerry back there.
Joey Jordanson.
Yeah.
Jordan's.
He reminds me of that, the slinkiness.
Slipknot's new drummer though? Is it?
He's a
Looking
beast.
machine. Like I've been seeing some videos.
Yes,
I'm like,
he is a
"God damn,
beast."
He's a monster on that kid.
He-
Then we got Joey was, I mean, that guy was,
Joey was Joey.
yeah,
So good.
so good. But this new guy, I think, other than Weingarten,
I don't know.
Yeah,
Weingarten
I don't
was
care
the,
about
good.
people in music's names.
See, I like going in, like I'll watch documentaries. I mean, I want to know all about them.
Yeah.
See, I find it so fascinating.
See, I love the music,
Yeah, I love it.
and I don't care about the people in the music
Yeah.
because
I don't know why.
without being together, none of it would matter.
Well, that's the thing.
That is just how I just love the
I've kind
behind
of
the
learned
scenes.
over the years too, like, I like a lot of music, like, I'm constantly listening to music, but I start learning things about certain members and stuff, and sometimes it's things I'm like, I don't really align with that,
Yeah.
and it kind of, it doesn't put a salty taste in my mouth, but I kind of look at it differently, so I try to back away from that, unless it's just made huge public and there's no way to,
Right.
you know.
I don't know, I'm just,
So I was
Yeah,
said,
it's built
let the
different.
music speak for itself.
I forgot to tell you, like, I was talking to somebody that told me about maidcore.
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 Explain.
I was like, what the fuck is maidcore?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
what?
I don't even know how to explain it. It was like metal, but kind of like Japanese-ish, like vocals. Like you got like Japanese girl on maid outfit is the only thing.
Kind
It's
of
cool
like,
though. I was listening to a
kind of
band
like
called
baby metal or
was
something.
gonna say,
but
isn't
not
that
like
like
baby
baby
metal.
metal?
Not like baby metal's more like that.
Baby Shark.
What do you call that? K-pop. This is more
Oh,
like.
Okay, yeah.
K-pop metal.
This isn't like that. This is the band I was listening to is Sky with Luna. It wasn't bad.
There's moancore now too. Have you heard
Moancore. You know, moancore. Literally, moancore is just deathcore, but it's with a girl. And instead of going blah, she goes ah. That's the only difference. It's like,
Oh, I can do that good.
oh, you can.
that? All right, shut the camera down.
Yeah, it's getting freaky.
I'm starting to
This
sweat.
is
Knock it
the
off.
Metal Family OnlyFans podcast.
It's
Only
meat
fans.
Metal
sweats.
family
Yeah,
on
we need
OnlyFans.
sweats.
We
Keep sliding in a crack.
can take big
Yeah.
swings.
Yeah.
That was last.
That's the first time.
Fucking meat sweats.
So meat
I got
sweats.
some free sweats.
Meat and
Oh
crack.
man.
Fuck, so where the hell were we?
So we're
I did see.
You're working on some.
Yeah.
You and I were talking beforehand about the recording.
Yeah,
What
we
are you guys
just
doing with that?
we just went in the studio last Sunday. Dan Donch, most people
Orphean
probably-
Sun Studios.
Orphean Sun Studio.
Where's that at?
In Albion.
Oh,
Right
yeah.
outside Albion.
Okay.
Between
Kind
Albion
of
and
610.
Yeah.
Kind of
So
just-
what? Okay, so this is one thing I don't know. What's it like being in a recording studio and recording a song? Like, how do you how is the process you doing that?
It's interesting. It usually starts with the way we do it with scratch tracks. So like they'll play in another room into the drummer's ears, and he'll play to it. Because you can't record all at once. So the drummer's got to go first.
Got to be layered.
And that's the beat right there, so that makes sense. You want the drummer to go.
Yeah.
The drummer's got to go first.
We actually
Ah,
went
okay.
in-
See, I never knew that. See, I like this shit.
We went in Sunday, and our goal, there's 2 songs we want to get out, because we really want to get music out. Because we've been a band for over a year, and it's like,
We have released nothing.
we have nothing on Apple, we have nothing on Spotify. Like, let's go. But we've also, this is our 3rd singer.
Yeah.
So every time we take 5 steps forward, we get knocked back a few, and it's like, okay, now. And then we got him, and we're like, shit, we have a show February 15th. So we kind of like, we figured out what songs we wanted to do on the set list, for the show, and we've just been hammering and beating on those.
Do you have any other shows lined up?
We do.
Got another 4 or 5 this
Yeah.
year.
I can't wait till next Saturday. It's gonna be awesome.
It's that
Yeah,
one.
we got the
And
dates,
then
man.
We have,
Shout 'em out.
April, we have 2 shows.
April 12th, we're in Cleveland.
No shit.
I don't know who we're playing with yet.
It's Bound by Fate.
Okay.
Okay.
Old friends of like mine and everything. Played with a lot of shows with them. they were on Massacre last year. Very like 90s straightforward in your face metal.
Okay.
And then we're on Dreadfest.
Yeah.
And that's
That's the
I'm trying to get to.
Fourth
We're gonna have
It's Easter
him.
Yes.
He's coming on the week before on the
Dreadfest.
11th. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm really
Jay's
looking.
huge. He does
I'm
so
really
much
looking
for
forward
the
to
scene,
talking to him.
man. Yeah.
He's such a cool dude.
Such a good dude.
So many of the shows I've been to, he's right there, right up front with his camera
I can't
recording,
wait. I
talking
can't
to
wait to get
everybody.
this work
Yeah.
out.
He's a great guy for the music.
Right, so who else you got after that? Who else
We
you got?
got May 31st, we're doing School of Rock with Joe Namath.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
right.
Yep.
Jelsco, I think it's just
I'm
his
not
name.
sure who else is on.
I get that. So Eddie from Joe Namath's got a school.
It's an old school in Springboro. So about 7-8 miles south of Albion on 18.
Right.
He's been trying forever to get him to let him do a show because it just sits there.
They finally said yes.
Good probably say yes. So I think it's us, Joe Namath, and Gelatin Skeleton, which is going to be pretty much.
Yeah, that would be a good show.
All age too, so you can bring the kids and stuff like that.
Nice.
Which I don't know if we want to bring kids around handy or not, but.
Actually, my 13-year-old boy loves Joe Namath.
Loves that shit.
So not to take away from that, but I wish you two were around for an old staple we had in the Erie music scene called Johnson's Pizza and Pub. It's about three. It's about three. I gotta tell the story. Especially if anybody's actually listening to this that knows. So there's just south of Springboro. There's this shack, like steel roof building, called Johnson's Pizza and Pub. It was a bar, but I mean it was like dirty. And in the back,
I love those dirty ones.
we would do shows and they were so fun, but like you walk in and there's just pictures of tits everywhere. And it's not like you're on vacation somewhere like, look at all these hot women. It's more like, DAM!
Yeah.
I didn't know cows wore bikinis. But you get in there.
That's not what they're supposed to look like.
And the pizza was frozen cheap pizza in a toaster oven. So that's where Johnson's Pizza and Pub came from.
Oh my God,
Like
that's
Tony's
fucking
Pizza.
awesome.
Nice.
Tostinos
Fucking
and
bar,
fucking
like-
What I mean,
Pat's
like-
Blue Ribbon.
There was
Gotta pay your dues.
an ice cream shop across the road, so we'd like eat at the ice cream shop. But the show was awesome.
That was always good.
But he didn't care. But I mean, like, if you've ever been to a show there, and anybody who listens to this that's ever been there is gonna be like, oh,
I
memories.
think he gave all band members free beer for the night.
He did, and
Oh,
pizza.
wow.
Yeah, and we would just.
We
By
were
the time
ridiculous.
we left, it was like, I'm not proud of it, but I don't know how the hell I got home sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Shows.
Free
I'm
beer
like,
will do that to you.
It was so far away, 20 people would roll out there, and it'd be the best time. And we get some locals, you know, that would be like, I'm putting my teeth in for this one, you know, and have a
It's true.
and just have a great
I'm
night.
putting in my good teeth
I
today.
call
If I like that musician, I'm gonna take him back out.
I call them bar rats. I don't know what they're called nowadays, but bar rats. An older woman is just there to get laid. Like,
Oh, yeah.
she was always prowling the bar. I remember one coming up to me one time, like rubbing my neck. I'm like, yo,
No,
no, I'm not drunk enough, and you're definitely not cuter. So
that's not happening.
some of the guys probably definitely.
Ain't that
do.
fucking
An hour
desperate
later, he's
yet,
like,
right?
somebody give me a nose plug.
Yeah. Get a nose plug, free mask, and 85 condoms. I'm going in.
Dive deep.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Christ.
So down from there is the Skull Rock. So that should be pretty cool. I
The
mean,
school rock will be really cool.
and then after that we got Massacre.
You have to drag
No.
into that.
Yeah.
After that, we have the hoop.
That's
Nanny.
right.
Yeah, Handy's Hoot Nanny. Yep, he finally found a place for it.
Yep, Wadsburg Fairground.
Yeah, and it's close to us finally. We have one that's close to us.
I'm just happy. It's right down the road from Candy, so I just no.
Oh, no,
Yeah, that's good.
no, not even close.
Well, where we are, yeah, right there.
Yeah, for us. Yeah.
You guys might.
No,
Yeah, I can't
I'm
wait
looking
for that
forward to that.
Yeah, that's
You know,
I
I would
love
love,
Nanny.
I would love to talk to Dave right now.
It will be my first one.
Dave, what do you think?
What do you think, Dave?
Dave, talk to me, brother.
Talk to me, Dave. Apparently the guy doesn't want, too shy to talk.
Yeah, that's all he's
I'm
got.
gonna corner him though. Yeah, we're talking.
Anyway.
That was a
So
good
yeah,
answer.
I forgot the hoot, Danny. Then Massacre, and then we're doing another Halloween Massacre show at Ferris.
Yeah, that was fun.
I'll have to try and get to that one.
That turned out to be a really good show.
October
It was
25th.
a really good show.
So I'm gonna try to do similar to the bands we had the first time because that was a hell of a lineup. Brotherhood of the Jam.
Everybody's
Scale.
sweet, too.
So you organized that one.
Yeah, that's kind of my
Okay.
whole thing because yeah, me and the owner are pretty cool together. And he knows her real well too. So.
She's one of the most tolerant people I've ever met, and I can say that because she lets him and I drink in her bar stool.
Okay.
So technically, me and
Wait
him,
till
me and him are not banned, but when we go to the barracks, bad things happen.
Like I literally, my wife will pick me up, and when we get there, it'll be a timer, like, okay, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And every time she picks me up, she's just like,
Here we go again.
fucking wasted.
Well, they have these huge frozen mugs.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And it's like,
We sit there drinking Yinglings.
$4
Beers
for a year.
while he's up.
Eric.
Yeah, I'll take a beer. You're a bass player?
Hey, we grab me
I get-
a water, please. Is there
There's no water out there.
I buy a Gatorade. Doesn't matter what.
You want a sip of my water?
No.
It's just
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
you
just water.
do.
Once in a great while.
Once in a while, you don't talk shit.
I'm not seeing water in here.
Gatorade.
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 Anyway, yeah.
Gatorade.
H2O. Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Water sucks. It really, really sucks. That will.
And again.
That'll never get old.
Now,
Sure.
needle dick.
Needle dick.
Yeah,
Stop talking about me, guys.
Oh, that's such a good movie, though.
We're planning, I mean, we've talked with Erica from Storm's Mayhem promotions. They get some voodoo shows. We're probably going to end up on one of those.
Trying to get on that. Those are one of the coolest things.
Yeah.
You guys went to a couple,
Here we go. Yeah.
didn't you?
I do believe.
We're at the.
That's the
At
Voodoo
Voodoo?
Brewery.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I've been to a few of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we go,
Mayhem does that, you know. And
Yeah, that's always perfect. isn't it?
Luckily, every time we've gone, it's nice weather.
that's another fun one you should have on here. Before you're doing one of those, you should get Jen Quirk on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, she's only been doing it for about 3 years, but from there she went from this person that wanted to do something to a huge influence like in this scene. Put on, she's the one that runs Mayhem, and you know she obviously works with Erica and Steve Jacobson from Battle Chapel,
Bobby Proper.
Bobby Proper, yeah. But like they do so much for this scene, including those. Like I
Yeah.
love those.
Yeah.
Voodoo
Going
shows
down
are
there,
always a good
voodoo
time.
shows are so fun, and they have that smoked maple Manhattan. Every time
it's
I
not
do
too
it,
bad either, though. They got like
it's so good.
like it's crazy ass pickle pizza that's actually
Yeah.
really good. Walleye nuggets. Which, yeah. I'm fat. I like food.
I was
So.
just thinking, like, you
That,
got me
actually,
a
that
food.
actually sounds pretty
You
good.
got me on food.
It is.
buddy.
Like, their food's all so good.
That
Yeah.
actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah, the Mayhem does. What's the other? Rathskellers that do shows
Yeah, they
there.
do
Yeah, we saw
I
one
think
there.
Bobby was supposed to introduce us to Jeff. Watch for Tots that night, but I don't know what happened. We got separated.
No. Funnest part about doing the voodoo was hearing the music echo down State Street.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
That
And
was
I
cool
love
doing
like
the
because
outside.
I'm out there, I'm smoking a cigarette, just watching the people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're in fucking reaction.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
keep walking, Grandpa.
So it isn't to me. So it was the first time I ever played voodoo. This band's for the Agony. That's what's still there. That was our second shift actually.
Yeah,
We
what's the
played
second?
with Record for Oblivion, which is Steve Jacobson's band, and touring band Heartsick. I don't know where they're actually from, but we played with them. It
Thought
was just
it was
different.
Ohio.
So you don't
Could
get
be
the.
wrong.
I feel like you don't get the crowd interaction like you will at like a more intimate show.
Right.
But it's kind of cool when you look out. There's just kind of like people all over the goddamn place.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
time. But yeah, it's more
And
intimate
sit
when
there
you're
and
there.
watch people
Battle
walking up the
Chapel,
street.
Bill
They'll
Lee
just
got to
stop
do
in
one.
and check out the band.
And the opening band broke down on the way, so it's just us, and it was in between rainstorms. So.
Yeah. But
It
you
was
guys still,
sick.
you
We were
guys
there
still
for
crushed
that.
it.
Yeah, we still played it, and it was awesome.
We did. I don't remember ever seeing them at Voodoo.
Oh, I thought
I
we were
really
there, and I
remember-
remember a band broke down on the way. I remember that for some reason.
They
Even
played
that
the
Storm
10 or
show that happened
Yeah.
in Heights too. One
That
band.
could have been.
Because I remember when you guys brought the whole families and everything out to see Brotherhood.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's
Yeah, we love the Brotherhood guys. We love those guys.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then
I
Phil.
play, yeah.
Phil, he's a hell of a
Phil's
freaking
a
drummer.
He
He's
is.
that guy.
He is. We
He
had a
was
great time with
started
them last weekend.
It's funny because it started with him getting me, my son, we grabbed my son, wife joins, and then we got my daughter that joins. A lot of times you'll see the whole family there.
That's my wife goes because she loves me. But she does like storms.
Yeah.
How do you not like storms?
That's it, too.
They've been, what, 10 plus years?
Yeah, they're
The first time I saw them was the first massacre I went to. And you saved me a spot, a camp by the band. I'm going to set my tent up and then two of them come over. Oh, we'll do that for you. I'm like, well, that's mighty awesome of you.
They're awesome.
It's a eerie, he shook his knife to my head.
What's
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
He's drunk. I
Oh,
remember
I'm so
Stephanie, he's hammered and he's like, hey, my knife. He pulls out his big knife, my knife. She's just like,
Yeah, she wasn't built for that.
I don't recall any of that.
I told him at work and he's like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Like, I'm sorry, man. He said, anybody else ought to beat their ass up. Like, I would have blamed you if you did, man. I would have deserved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, those festivals they are fun.
Dude, they're so fun.
Yes.
And even when you
Everybody's
go,
so
like I was
friendly,
telling-
so awesome.
So I was like saying like last week, that like most of the shows you go to is like a little mini festival because there's at least like 3 or 4 bands playing. And you got the mini festivals, and you got the big festivals.
Thing with metal, like, people look at metal and they're like, oh, they're a bunch of satanic pricks, assholes. So we just kind of did, like, Jaden wasn't in the band yet, but we bought tickets to the Kerry King show at House of Blues, which was last Friday. It was a Kerry King with Municipal Waste and Alien Weaponry.
They all
How was
fucking
that?
killed
It was fun.
it. That was a good fucking
It
show.
was so fucking fun. Like, Alien Weaponry is actually like a 3-piece band from
Yeah.
New Zealand.
Yep, I've heard them.
The lead singer,
Yeah.
guitar player is super autistic, but it's just awesome. Like, it's just great to see it. Municipal Waste, they were fun, not my style by any
Yeah.
means, but
He
they
still
were fun.
fucking killed it. That was-
Kerry King has Phil Demmel from Machine Head as his second guitar player. Like, he's one of my like guitar idols. I think he's
Yeah.
and then Engraver, Dave.
Dave?
Hey,
I thought you were gonna
Dave.
have- you had some
What did
back.
you think of the show, Dave?
Dave's not your
Okay.
band.
Well, he was in awe.
Dave's not your man.
He was in awe. Like, it
I'll
was-
admit, it was weird seeing you and Dave had like that whole fanboy look, and it's like,
Oh,
man, they're like
absolutely.
little fucking kids.
I mean,
And
Kerry
I'm like,
King,
okay.
I've never been a huge Slayer fan, but I give credit where credit's due.
Always.
Like, they're an innovator of metal.
Yeah, I was one that I mean they were good. I think Raining Blood was probably my favorite one.
To
Oh,
me,
they fucking hit Raining Blood.
That was
And
our
I thought it
last
was the
show.
funniest thing,
That was the
'cause
last song of the set.
Ken looks at me, he's like, this is Raining Blood, they're playing it. And I'm like, I look at the stage and I'm like, listening, like, yeah, that is. And I went to look back to say something to him. All I saw was back of his fucking head tearing through a crowd into the mosh pit. I'm like,
Yeah, I shouldn't be doing
And I'm
shit.
just
I'm
like,
40
Jesus
and like
fucking
shit
Christ,
hurts.
man.
Like the last
Yeah.
mosh pit I got in, I hurt for like 3 days, and I'm like, I shouldn't be in it.
That's
So
why I
me
just
and
avoid.
the animal were in the mosh pit for Municipal Waste, just because shit's ridiculous. And then Dave.
I'm not that quick.
I told him, I was like, if they play Raining Blood, Dave, I don't give a you're 48, you're getting in the mosh pit. And sure enough, they played it.
Nice.
But back to what I was saying, like everybody has this image of metalheads.
Yeah.
We're in this mosh pit, you know, it's fucking high energy.
Yeah.
People are getting lit up and knocked on their ass, and guess what? What do people do?
They
stop
pick
and
'em up,
grab
pick 'em
you
back up.
back up. And I'm like, you know what?
Shit.
It's more of a family base than it is.
Yeah.
Still hurt right here, man. The fucking crowd surfer came over.
We're not
kicked me in the chest
Swifties,
accidentally.
we're not
That's
singing
still
my
not-
birthday.
that's
Part of the
what-
funny reason
Yeah,
why
but
me and
fucking
him
shit,
started
but it's
doing
like-
this is to
Trying to catch this guy to keep falling
show
on his head.
people
Like, yeah,
that
here you go. And
these
it's like,
guys are
that
normal,
hurt.
regular guys like
You know,
me and everybody else. Some of the greatest people you will ever
Yep.
meet.
Metalheads are some of the nicest people you ever meet. This
They'd
guy's
be
like
one of the
6
most
feet,
people to
fucking
give you the shirt off their back.
Yeah, we don't have any issue. I mean, it was funny too because the first massacre I went to, that Friday night, I was talking because I've never seen a mosh pit in my life. I never went to concerts. You know, I was sheltered out in the country. I was what we
Welcome
called
to
the
family.
feral kid.
Pharaoh.
Yeah.
See, I'm the oddball on that one because like I didn't realize
I
how
was a
big the
latchkey
local metal
kid.
scene is. Like, I didn't know all the fucking different groups and all the people going on, and suddenly I come into this and Metal Massacre first show in like 20 some years,
Yeah.
and I'm watching all this shit. And I'm like, man, this is a good fucking times. A lot of good people.
But watching how people act and watching it, it's like,
I remember seeing a guy too fucking drunk at that show. He was all fucked up, and everybody comes over like, dude, are you okay? And they're like taking care of him, like, that's what you like to see.
oh, I've seen him.
So
I've seen guys go in there and pull guys out like, ah, you're great.
Well, hey, let's face it, a massacre last year, they took the one guy out all 7 times. He went in and broke his handlers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
tell
They
you
just
about
kept
that,
going back in.
Yeah, just so I don't feel nothing.
Except
And
when I
then
got
that's-
on stage, I was way too fucked up. And that was a whole other thing, but
That's a good time though. That was a memory. That's back on too. I can't wait for that.
Yeah,
I didn't get to go to. We didn't go. We had something going on that week.
You
Energy.
didn't miss anything.
energy,
Really?
Couldn't any last year?
I heard it's like really hot.
Oh,
So.
it's
Other than the
terrible.
fire.
And then, yeah, and that
The
fucking
RV
camper
fire.
got
No,
up.
it's that's
Except
the
for
Frostburg
Cop-
Fairgrounds, right?
No,
Oh,
this
no,
year.
this
it is.
year.
Right, that's what I mean.
Last year was a whole
Oh,
shot.
so,
Yeah.
okay, so if you're at
yeah.
like
Oh,
where they
yeah.
put it on?
I remember it's like we had like an hour and a half,
In
2
the
hours
barn?
before we
Like
had
if
to
you're
go
having-
on. The cop was like, here, try
Like
this. And I'm like,
that first white barn on the right.
Oh,
is right
okay, so where they're gonna camp
that's
at?
good. That,
in the field right there.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
That first barn, yeah, they set the stage up in there. I don't know where he's gonna put a second stage if he is. And then people could camp all the way. Like there's that pond in the back. People camp all the way through there. It's Miyagi used to do 814 Fest there.
Right. Yeah.
You know, which that's what it used to be is Metal Massacre then 814 Fest.
Yep.
Yeah, it
we
was
actually
awesome.
got them coming on the
such a
22nd.
good fucking time though.
Who's
Good.
that?
Touch the skeleton.
Yep.
Nice.
Bunch of good
Yeah.
dudes. Bunch of good dudes.
Yeah, they are.
Matt Cox is like one of the coolest dudes I've ever
Yeah,
met.
that's
And
he's
his
part
wife
of Mayhem,
Tony
too.
is amazing.
Yeah, that's actually part of Mayhem.
From when I met him,
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
when we
so
met
cool.
in Mosh for Todd's.
That's who I. That's my
Yeah,
contact.
he was cool as shit.
That's my contact. Yeah, he's a cool
It was
dude.
good for Rocket.
I almost felt bad being that was my first time doing Metal Massacre. And I've never been to any of that shit before. And I get in and I'm like, hey, this is a good time. My brother showed up. Even afterwards, we're sitting there and some random person's like, hey, wanna do some jello shots? Fuck yeah, does Howdy Doody have wooden balls? Just sitting there hanging out, having a good
I
time.
don't know, does he?
It's just one of those things though. It's
He
like,
must know for sure.
He must know.
people were so
So these
fucking
players
nice.
got to keep busy somehow.
We talked that it was the tank ticket before the show
Tank
came on,
ticket.
so.
Yeah.
Come on.
Heavy duty have wooden
Come
balls.
Yeah, still waiting.
Hey, he's still waiting for his balls to be tickled. You better get over here and get it.
Yeah, I got too many splinters to that first.
Alright.
How the fuck do your hands have anything to do with it?
Yeah.
Wooden
Yeah.
balls.
Put your mouth to use, bro.
No. Oh, wait. You must have wooden balls, Dave.
Wooden balls.
I mean, honestly, for me personally, if it wasn't for me meeting Jake, I would have never
Yeah.
been into the local scene as much as I am now.
If it wasn't for me meeting Chuck, I'd still be a virgin.
Ha!
This is true.
That is true.
He's grown up a lot.
That will
since
forever
he's
be our corner at Class Tech.
I want a shirt that just says, "What color does this burn?"
Exactly.
Is that what you guys actually did?
Oh,
we,
hell
we,
yeah.
we weren't joking. Like that's what we did. Did you ever hear that story?
I don't think so.
Well, we ran an aisle together at Plastic and we were bored. We'd find new chemicals the company bought and we'd
Oh, yeah, I have.
spray them on the
Spray it
floor
on
and
the
light them with the
floor.
torch.
Take the torch, hold it, see what happens.
What color does this burn?
Yep.
Oh, it didn't burn at all. Oh shit!
Yep.
It's so funny because I do
As long as
this.
it ain't Falcons, that shit's funny.
You know, it's so funny because if you hear like work stories, everybody has a stupid work story. Like there was just like what color is this burn?
It was
I
fun.
remember back when I was going through when I was working out in Indiana as a plumber. You know, we'd be doing new homes. When you get bored, we go in the basement. Usually it's where new construction runs, heat lines, we whatever. But we came up with like games. You take like little scrap pipes and just have one guy stand on the other basement, set it up. Object is a hitty. Well, kick pipe. It was so stupid. It was just stupid as fucking funny.
Stupidest things, but it was the most fun
It
ever.
was so much
Yeah,
fucking
So
fun.
much fun.
Stupid.
But one time, this is when I was like 17, like a summer job, I was working for a company called Melody Home. It was like one of those prefab homes.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Fridays, you knew about like at 3 o'clock, 3:15, just fucking hit the deck. Because, they're either fighting with nail guns and shit, they're having fights with it and shit, just fucking around with fucking nail guns.
Nail
Well,
guns.
I
nail
just-
guns? No.
Yes, I'm just
No.
like, dude, this is back. 85, 86.
I worked at a plastic shop, the first plastic shop I worked at, back before OSHA required
Oh yeah.
vents on
What
air
was OSHA
hoses.
back then?
Oh,
So like every press had an air hose, and that air hose had a little rubber tip, and there was no vent. So we'd take the little plastic runners, put them in there, people walk by, you got 110 psi, central air.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
like, stoop! Hit people with, they're like, oh. New people are like, what the hell was that?
a few times I blowed up an airline with a bunch of pellets, and
Oh, yeah.
somebody would trigger the solenoid. We'd
Oh,
shoot
we
each
used
other
to
with
shit.
it.
We do
That-
stupid shit.
Look at that welt on my gun.
That's where the bruises come
Two.
from.
That's
That's
where the
where
bruises come from.
I took one of the God, what the hell is the ejector pins and cut it down to the right size and added some shit to it. I'm sitting there blowing darts across the instrument like I shouldn't be doing this, but hot air blowing.
Oh man, I work
Just
out.
realized
We do
what the
stupid
fuck
shit.
did I do? Let's fuck somebody up.
That's how you
Yeah.
get through. But you know what?
I'm surprised that's
All
still
the
going.
stupid shit Chuck and I did working together, that aisle ran perfect.
Oh yeah.
We had great efficiency.
I know,
The
we still
company
got
made a
shit
shit
done.
ton of money with us working together.
Oh,
I know, because we had to get at least
Gotta have fun.
two
Yeah,
of us. We had one guy work on plastic, one guy work on
Hutchie
copper.
and Chuck.
We had to get 2 houses done a week. Here's the problem, we still fucked around.
The
Yeah,
more
I-
fun you have, the
They
more
ain't
work
having
you're
fun,
gonna
it's
do.
work.
Exactly.
It was fun.
It's just how it is.
Except for a couple of times where we had one guy that worked with us. So there was 3 of us, but he was a pillhead. And him and the other guy decided they were going to take like this handful of fucking Vicodins. And I was so embarrassed because they were like passed out in the fucking basement.
Leave 'em.
Yeah, I went
Yeah.
to lunch and shit.
They're
And I
drooling on
fucking came
themselves.
back, I'm still working, they're fucking passed out. I'm like,
Fucking
they,
had a bad
they
time.
finally woke up. I'm like, alright. Idiots. We do stupid shit.
Yeah.
You guys want to shout anything out before, because we're reaching about 50 minutes.
That's all
Wanna
right.
go a little
That's
bit
all
more?
right. Well, yeah, a little bit. I
Okay.
know. I did read. I saw that there was one song you said you were working on
That's
that'd
right,
be
we
a
got-
staple in every set.
Yeah,
It means that much to you.
Yeah, it's the song's called Left Behind.
oh, that's right.
And we actually been working on it for quite a while. It's really progressed. So funny how it started was it was an idea. Me and him, before we ever made a band together, we would play acoustics, drink some beers at my house, play acoustics. And it's the first time he's ever actually was able to he's like, I've never been able to play with another guitar player or whatever.
It took me 20 years to find somebody to fucking play with.
So we
And
kind of
suddenly
came up
go
with this
from-
idea with a bunch of
group.
picking and shit, and he put, and we wrote, I think it was like 6 minutes from just what we did. And I'm like, you
6,
know what?
7 minutes, yeah.
We started this band and everything. I'm like, and at the time we actually started writing, and Erica was still with us. So it's a nice cleaned up beginning, and it just builds and builds and builds and builds into the heavier aspects.
We've cut it back a little bit. It started almost 10 minutes.
We're down
Run it
about
back.
7.5 minute song. But so the moral of the song is it's about veteran suicide.
Okay.
I was in the military. I'm a combat vet, and I lost a lot of brothers and
Yeah.
sisters with suicide. I even at one point in time in my life went down that dark path too. So it means a lot to me, and I've lost a lot of friends to suicide too. And I'm sure most of us know at least.
Yep.
At least one person that's happened to them. So for this song, so I actually, and again, I was back with Erica. She's like, "Do you have any ideas for vocals or ideas for direction of the song?" So I actually wrote 3 pages of vocals or something like that. No rhyme or reason really to it.
Yeah.
Just thoughts down on paper.
Right.
And then we moved on from Erica to another guy, and that took time training him, and then that ended. And now he's in here, and now the song has actually evolved. We changed it to the point. So believe it or not, you can't tell from looking at him, but he's got a really good singing
Beautiful
voice.
voice. Seriously, sing
So we brought him.
Referring to Eric, obviously, not Jane.
Is
Yeah,
it a
I
mixture
have
of Jesus
eyes.
and
I
Fergus?
have no brow.
It's really nice. But
It's just a good mix with these two. I'm excited because we're recording now. I'm excited, and then actually actually this Saturday is when we start laying the guitar work for that song. Because we got one song done and then Left Behind to do next week. I really want to release Left Behind first because it's kind of like all of us.
We're gonna hear that on the 15th.
Yes,
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Can't wait.
A lot of
Debut
writing
that.
of that song.
And the lyrics, so Ken wrote the lyrics and I took it over. I fit them in my style to the song, so replacing some words here or there, but keeping the meaning. And I passed everything by him.
Yeah.
Before we even do the song, I'm going to introduce it as this is not my story.
Yeah.
It's Ken's story. It's the story of so many people we know.
Okay.
Because like he said,
That'll be a good one for us to go live with.
that I was going to suggest that.
Yeah.
That'd be our
The,
third song.
third one?
Okay.
The whole
Definitely.
point is, that all these people like Ken fought this war for our freedom, for our country,
Exactly.
but they got left behind when they came back and had to deal with it by themselves.
Oh yeah.
And
very
I have
emotional
friends that I've
song.
had to pull out of bars and take home because of that. We've lost friends. Ken has.
So it's a deep meaning to the song. So
There's definitely a lot of emotion in that song.
yeah, there is, and I'm super happy.
It's
Like,
not just a song.
just the
And
chord.
how long is it now?
It's 7.5 minutes long.
So it's
Once you hear it,
it's 30 one song.
And we've squeezed
It's-
it down.
So we actually
That's
we
awesome.
joke.
That's awesome.
Me and Robbie
Can't
joke
wait to
that
hear
this
this.
is our one. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so we got some samples and stuff like with the gun
I'm
blast and
gonna
explosions
go out
and
and play
stuff.
also just probably-
I enjoy hearing actually
especially
being
with the
able
needle on
to.
the drum. Cause I gotta feel like it's probably gonna start like
it's
build
just
up. I'm
it's
just
just
can't wait to hear it.
and it builds into like this beautiful harmony and Graver does while Ken and
Still
Eric are
playing.
playing.
And I bring it in. And I love harmonizing with
He does
you.
vocals that are nice and clean.
And that dirty between us.
And then it evolves into me doing something more like I do in Battle Chapel.
Okay, yeah.
And then it gets fucking heavy. And then it comes back and does that all over again.
Can't wait to see this.
It takes you on a
Then
roller
it
That's
goes,
a good song.
then it
Okay,
goes
we'll do
back
that one.
the heavy, and then it goes into the actual chorus, and then it goes into a really sweet lead section where me and Dave alternate leads, and then back into some more heavy, and then it closes out.
So
nice, sweet
it's a
finish.
lot of fun. And like the chorus, I mean, the music alone, without even knowing the lyrics, the first time I hit that chorus, was just like, oh, and
Gives you
then
shivers.
Ken wrote the lyrics to
You
it,
feel it.
which the lyrics mean so much, and like raw.
Yeah.
It's just if you didn't hear anything else but the song, just listening to the words in the chorus and how it's played is so emotional.
Yeah.
So
So it's
that's the
just-
next one you're recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we went and recorded on Wednesday. We were supposed to have practice at
Yeah.
half.
I forgot to go back to that because we
Yeah,
were talking about
yeah.
that. Now you're talking about the drums, the scratch. Well, I know this is fascinating. So how do guitar get into this?
So guitars go into the booth by themselves, and they listen to so if they record the scratch track beforehand, like where everybody just records,
Right.
so they have one track with everybody on it that's scratch. It's not record quality, but it gives people something to follow to. Then they go in and they'll listen with the drums in their ears, and I don't know if Don's just doing scratch track 2 or just drums.
So he kept the scratch track this time, which I mean, there's multiple ways to do it. So we went
Following
in.
for time.
We went
Yeah.
in with the idea of playing drum tracks for
One
two
track
songs
Robbie.
that was left
I can't
behind
believe he
and
got
our other
through
song,
5.
Take Control.
He slammed
Um,
all of those fucking tracks.
So
I gotta go baby.
Robbie,
Beep, beep.
we actually
Come
did
back.
name
You wanna bring me a
one
beer?
take Robbie.
One track
The
Robbie.
scream?
Yeah,
That's
that,
my
that
little
was Jake.
bastard.
So-
Yeah,
Robbie slammed
So he
all,
went in
all
one
5
track,
tracks.
4 songs back to back to back to back.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, because we wanted, so total, like, so for our set, we're playing five
So he
songs.
has his parts done.
For 5 songs.
He
Yeah.
slammed them out
We
of the
have
jams.
So now
another
you're going,
4
you're going to be
songs
listening
in
to
the
that,
works.
playing your stuff to that now.
And
Yeah.
I think we actually had more trouble doing the bass and 2 guitars to his and trying to catch, and not even playing the parts, it was catching the timing. It's like, fuck, no, let's go back. There we go. It's, all right, now we got the timing. It's,
Like, we played
was
what he
more
was
hard to do
recording
that
these tracks,
than
he had
his.
them in the headphones. So, like, and obviously, he never played the song the same.
Does he play with the click?
But I can tell you, so there was one, he he effed up one part in recording, and he's like, I want to go back and change this.
Fucked up.
Fuck that. It's not.
We are raw, rough.
It's a rated R
here.
show. I forgot. As I slide.
Fucking human.
As I slide into this crack again.
But
he,
I wouldn't take many other
he
way.
fucked up, but so the guy running the studio was like, I could punch your drums in. So he punched, found the area he wanted to switch, and Robbie started playing the drums. Prior to that, he knew where to punch in. He punched it in. So Robbie is like a metronome, click track to himself. Like he came in, and you can't even tell the difference between the way he played it prior and the way he came in. Everything was on time. It was
that's
beautiful.
rare.
He hit that shit perfectly. Like 5 tracks. The 5th one was the only one we had to take. Well, everything else was one track. Just bang through and we're listening. It's like, that's perfect. Dude, you hit it. You nailed it right on the fucking head.
Thanks, buddy.
All the way through. And it was the last one. We had to take a couple of tracks to hit it too.
Yeah.
He hit
Yeah, the
everything
fifth-
perfect till that last one.
The
Like,
song, I think
how,
it took.
one track, Robbie? How the fuck did you do that?
I think it took us 4 times to get through the 5th song, which honestly
They're out
isn't
there.
bad.
I mean, they're out there.
He ain't allowed to leave. He's gonna have to fight his way out of this band.
Yeah, there's, he's not the only one I've known, but yeah, but just, I was just kind of curious about that. So after you get that, you guys are done, then that's when he lays his tracks down.
Yeah, so we
Oh,
got
okay.
So what we did is we went on Wednesday. We picked a different song other than Left Behind. Left Behind is it's not a complicated song when it comes musically, but there's certain variables going into it, so it's going to take a lot longer. We only had a couple hours on Wednesday.
Left Behind is a marathon.
So we want to get just right.
Yeah, so we didn't want to rush it. And we didn't rush Take Control, which is the song we did guitars on. We ended up recording all the guitars and bass all together because we had modulators, which is different than running through your normal half stacks or
Right.
whatever. And we ran through it once and we discussed doing a dual track guitar. So we actually changed our tones and all that to a different tone and ran through the song all over again for the 3rd time. And so now each guitar player has double tracks. The thickness and
Can't wait to hear
fullness
that,
that
yeah.
creates is amazing.
Yeah.
So he played clean bass. He was just lined into the board and just played clean bass. So
I had the easy part. I played once, and that's it.
That's
so
it.
what we're gonna do is once all the guitars and everything's done, we're gonna send him through a mod and we're gonna tweak the distortion and stuff like that. So
Double it up.
gives him a fuller, deeper, bassier sound. I mean, in the end, it's going to be badass. And then that's when he comes in and does his main vocal tracks. He'll
We'll
come
still have
in.
to throw ours.
The
back
sound
in
of an
there, too.
angel.
So, recording vocals, I have, by that point, I have a whole band in my ears in a sound booth, with a mic kind of like these. And I don't just record the whole song. So usually we'll go verse 1, sing the verse, go back, do it again, double it up. And then they get punch points. So there's a part in the voice during the verse where like I really want to enunciate, I want to throw a death metal growl in or a word or whatever. And then we'll do the chorus or whatever's next, we'll do that the same. And then we'll go, sometimes on the chorus you're doing 3, 4, 5 tracks. If it's a more singy one, you got one where you're a little higher, one where you're a little lower, and then you have your main one. So when they mix it, those two are kind of in the background. Kind of like if you ever listened to, what is it? I think Staley's band. Why am I? Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
His voice
Yeah.
is 15 tracks.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. What they do is he records. I was reading an article. Like it's 15 times. So when you hear that, I'm the man
In the box.
that's layered that deep, and that's what gives it that full sound.
That's fucking interesting.
Yeah.
See, I like that shit.
Learn
And
something
then
new
like,
every day.
we
all
have
fucking
a
new
couple
to me.
songs where we'll do gang vocals. So like in our song Dreadful at the end, we're gonna do everybody calling back track full. So put a mic in the middle and we'll all stand around it. And we're all scream and it'll give that big full like crowd sound.
And you're just gonna punch that in.
Yep.
That's how this shit is done. And how long does that process usually last? From start to finish?
Kind of in the works of it.
It just depends on how.
I mean, I'm sure like the recording part, then probably the end,
So we currently have
18 songs?
This one,
About 8.
we have 7 hours into it right now. And we have drum tracks for 5 songs. The guitar's done on 1 song. 7 hours already. And we went till 10 o'clock on Wednesday. I mean, it was late. We all had work in the morning. So,
Right.
you know, we're going in Saturday, and we're going to start working on Left Behind. Because again, for me, and I think everybody's in agreement, that's really, should be our, because that's kind of one of our things, like,
That's the first song we've all completely written
Been a
together.
part of.
It's all of us together. That's
Can't wait to hear
entire
To be
amalgamation.
honest,
I want to hear it now.
I've,
Right now.
I've never wrote
Right
a
now.
song,
Right
like,
now.
so you'll hear a song at the show on, next Saturday.
Next
15th.
Saturday.
There we go.
So, how many new songs you playing this Saturday?
They're all gonna be new with me.
Oh,
Definitely.
5 songs.
I mean, to me, they're all new. We did Take, so Take Control was actually a song that we did, me and him did, with
Okay.
Dave, in our band
So you
WTS.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's completely new vocals, new drums. Like, yeah, it's not the same song we did in WTS.
No, it's changed to the better. I mean, this version of Take Control I like better than that.
And that's our second song.
That's our second.
And you'll like that because from the start it just starts with like quick guitar like and then just everything kicks in and it's like Dave starts it off and it's like he's kind of standing there like I'm gonna punch you and then everything kicks in and he just kicks your ass for the next 3.5 minutes.
It's gonna be fun.
We love the first throw backing vocals.
I hope my ears bleed.
Our first
All
song is
awesome.
actually a remake of a song we originally did. So, history of us, me and him mainly, we've always been involved in Star Wars bands. So, my very first ever band was called Road to Road. It was me, Andy Piddle, you know, we were all in the band. We were all, I thought. Like, it was the first time, you know.
Hold on. He said the history of me and him. This is literally the day he and I met.
I'm jealous. I didn't really have that kind
I
of
do.
action.
I met
Yeah,
him
shit.
my junior year of high school. Or senior year of high school. I met him
And you won't tickle my balls.
in a limousine.
Unbelievable.
Ask him properly. $20 is
Yeah.
$20.
No, I'm talking to him.
We've been friends forever.
Yeah.
I gotta go show these lovely ladies.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because
This is back when him and I were
We
both
already made that photo too, just
Oh,
to ostracise.
nice.
We'll have to
Hold
let
on,
them
hold on.
hear after.
I wanted to make sure we hit everything. So,
No, no,
yeah.
yeah.
We
so
literally
Road
met
Around,
in that
and then,
limousine. And that was
yeah,
5 minutes
started
of
going.
meeting each other.
And then Dave was.
And here we are, 25 years later, and band together.
Road Around broke up.
That's awesome.
Beneath the Scars kind of broke up. And we
I don't
formed a
see
band
a
called
difference at all.
Scars of Ruin.
Look,
We
you're
just
back
put
where
Road
you
and
said.
Ruin, Beneath the Scars, we're like, alright, Scars of Ruin. And then Scars of Ruin ended up breaking up as well. And
Now we're
we
Scars of
went,
Agony.
no, it's not, I don't
It was WTS.
Oh, yeah.
He went to Scar
I went to
Work,
Scar Work.
and actually Dave went to Scar Work for a period of time too. And then we ended up getting back together as WTS. We never really knew what it was called.
We couldn't come up with a name, so it just became
We were
WTS.
What the shit?
What the shit?
That's what we called it.
He called it Withering Tarantulas. Like it was all, we all just
All
threw
different
weird
names,
fucking
just
names out.
Oh, that scrotum.
And then, yeah, now here we are at Scars of Agony. Like, I don't know how the Scars of Agony actually, I don't remember.
And funny, I think it was actually Joe Wood that came up with the Scars of Agony. Everyone's like, yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
how did you
That's
see that happen?
awesome.
Science.
That's fucking metal right there.
Oh!
Yeah, maybe if we keep showing Miller Lite on there, they'll pick up on it.
Yeah, sponsor.
Yeah.
Sponsor.
Close right here, it's really Miller Lite.
Send them free beer.
Bud Light can do some of the sponsorships.
Free beer,
they've
I'll
had,
come and
Miller
drink
Lite
it.
can do metal.
Yes. My beer of choice.
So the first song we're doing is,
Yes, I'm
I
enjoying
don't know if we're
Heineken,
calling it
but
Glutton,
this is
Glutton,
my regular
whatever
beer.
we're calling
Just
it.
call it Glutton.
Just Glutton, but it's, so we wrote a song in Scars of Ruin called Glutton for Punishment. And that's Jason, our second vocalist in this band.
Yeah.
Jaden started the band, and then I don't really even remember what happened.
Scarwork was supposed to go on tour, and I chose Scarwork, and Dave chose Scarwork because I was doing both bands at the same time.
That's right.
Scarwork got picked up by Swerve Records,
Nice.
So we were supposed to go tour and everything, and that all.
Fell apart.
Yeah.
School. That's right. I remember now. So we had Jason.
No
And
breaks.
Jason, we had a hell of a run. I mean, we played with Devil Driver, we played Mushroom Head, we played all these
Wow.
awesome fucking bands in Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Buffalo, whatever.
Can
Mad
I
Metal
party too late for
Sanaz.
that?
We did an interview with Metal Sanaz from California.
Back when she was a thing.
Yeah, she's still around.
I've seen her.
I've seen
Yeah.
her pop up on Facebook. I'm like, "What the fuck is she?"
She was outside of the wildfires, like.
Yeah.
I
It
got
took me
involved
20
at the
years to
wrong
find
time.
you
I missed
fuckers.
all the good stuff.
I know.
But so
It's
we
coming
did
back.
Glutton for Punishment, and then Beneath the Scars reformed for the 900th time.
We just need to get you guys to be able to play more venues.
Yeah.
Good luck. Well, I mean, our goal is
They're just scared. That's all it is. I don't want the.
The venues are there. The problem's not necessarily venues, it's the over concentration of shows. You know, like every weekend there's so many different shows in the summer that people stop going, so venues stop wanting to see people. Because you can go to a show, if you can see the same band 3 times in 1 month, then you say, okay, well, I'm not going to go this week, I'll go next week.
Alright.
Then you say, well, I'm not going to go this week because I can see them next week. And then that week you're like, oh shit, I should have gone last week because now I can't. And instead of going to 3 shows or 1 show, you go to 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, oversaturation's the thing. Like, our goal is to only try to play 1 show a month.
Maybe
If-
two.
Yeah, maybe
Maybe
2.
two.
Like, April, it just happens to be we have back-to-back weeks of shows, but one's in Cleveland.
But one's in Cleveland,
Yeah,
that's the
One's
thing.
in Erie.
Spreading love.
I
Exactly.
see that's why we need more festivals.
More festivals.
I'm currently trying to get us
More
on
people
a,
getting out and going to the venue so that
We're
they
talking about
want to
maybe
schedule
someday.
more bands there and get
Okay.
more shows going.
Having a metal family festival.
The thing with that you have to remember is
Maybe. We don't know.
every festival,
he knows.
every festival takes from the other festivals.
Yeah.
So if it's just Metal Massacre, everybody goes there. If it's Metal Massacre and the Hootney or 814 Fest, you'll have like 75% that'll go to both, you know, but 25% can only pick one.
Yeah.
And then if you add another one in there, you add another mix, you know, and then,
See, I never even thought about that.
yeah, because a lot of people can't do the
That
whole
is a good
weekend,
point.
taking a whole weekend off. You think
Right.
about family, kids, you know, and then like
Right.
people have to choose. You know, which in my
Good
thing,
point.
we do it for, I mean, Metal Massacre is not for profit. It's for fun, networking. So whether
Yeah.
50 people show up or 200, or this past year almost 400, as long as the bills
Really?
are paid,
Wow.
yeah, there was just over 300 paying, and over 400 we figured were there because some people managed to slip in. But then you count the bands and guests, there's over 800 people in the park. You know.
Yeah. I never even thought about that.
But as long as the bills are paid, that's all we do it for is to.
Yeah. Just to get everybody together and have a good time.
All about the
And there's a
season we have
reason
a
there's
smile.
been 13
Yep.
and this year's 14. I mean, he's done a phenomenal job on this.
Oh yeah.
That's a good point too, because
Yeah,
that was
I
my
thought
first time
about
coming to a Metal Massacre. I didn't realize how big the local groups were,
Yeah.
and I came through with like 30 some bands, and like
Yeah.
just coming in for the first time for
Right.
me, because I've been out of this type of shit for
Yeah,
years.
this year's where you know,
and
we
I'm
were
watching
at,
it.
what was it, the deck sets from
Yeah.
Ohio?
Yeah.
And they're put on the second stage. I mean, they were good.
They
like,
were awesome.
Yeah, they
awesome.
were really
Well,
good.
not even that.
And I never
watching
even heard
from
of
the
them until they
outside.
were, I'm like, holy shit, they were good.
Between the 2 stages, I'm like trying to watch all these bands and
Yeah.
just trying to soak everything in because I'm like, oh man, these guys are cool.
So
this
much-
is fucking
That's
cool.
my favorite
So
part.
it
We
was
can
too
sit
fucking
there at
much.
the main stage, you see that, and then they
Yeah.
finish
Then
and
you
you
just,
just turn.
It was
Yeah.
way too much for me to. I'm like, I don't know what to watch.
There's
I'm
so
trying to
much
do this, do
talent
that.
in the Erie area when it comes to bands.
There
Fucking
really is.
nuts.
So much.
I had the
There
time
really
of my
is.
life. I'm
Well, that
like,
makes
I can't
sense.
wait to do this every fucking
Start
year.
sponsoring.
It's gonna be
I'm
awesome.
happy
I
that
don't want to
I've
stop.
been able to become a part of it, and it's great how many of the
Then I get on
bands are
stage.
hitting us up to
Get on
come
stage
on
and-
this and do
yeah.
this. It's
Yeah, no,
fucking-
and we
The
think
vibe
from the
that
bottom
came
of our
from
hearts,
everybody
man.
down
Oh,
there,
yeah.
I'm just like,
And
Yeah.
we'll
I'm
promote
like,
the shit out of you. I
yes,
promise.
this is
We
what
already
it's
have,
about.
man. Like, hey, go check
that
this out.
is
Check
exactly what
you
we
know,
have.
do the same in return.
Fucking just
And
straight.
yeah, I've seen that as
Having
well.
fun, yeah.
No, you guys are like
Oh,
integral
I had the
parts
time of
to
my life, man.
building
I
this
want that
community.
every
Yeah.
fucking year.
That's
Like,
actually
if that
nice to
stops, I'll be
That's
heartbroken.
good to hear.
That
Great
was
to hear.
that
And
was
it brings
best
so, I mean,
fucking time I've ever
this is
had.
what your fifth show, right?
Yeah,
And
it's
it- that was my
good.
first
Right.
fucking time, so I
fifth
can't
show, I
imagine
mean, you haven't
anything
even
after that
put
being anything
hope
different.
in the Erie scene yet.
No,
Not yet.
So
We're
many
working
great
on
bands.
We have a goal that we
And
want
if
to
I can
reach.
get one person to feel that same way, that's great.
Can I get crickets from you for a minute?
He's just rambling. He just keeps going.
We're having our own conversation over here.
Keeps going.
Aaron's over here sucking his own dick.
He's like, I'm gonna tell a story.
This is why the wife said we need
Fuck
to
the
talk
bass
at
player. Fuck me. Oh, fuck. Jesus
But yeah, no,
Christ.
I mean,
I just felt the big fucking string. Just
all
let me
of us
just
are in
play
this
the big
together.
fucking string.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Fuck
like to
me.
see,
He's like,
Got in the butt of every fucking joke.
like
it's a
more men.
conversation, and he's
It
like,
is what it is.
Oh, we're drowned out.
Nobody likes the foundation of the house. They like the fucking walls and windows.
Fucking bass player.
Fucking bass.
Walls and
Yeah,
windows.
fucking bass player.
Fuck part of the foundation. Walls and windows.
walls and windows.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna put you through.
This is our next song. Walls and windows.
We're writing it now. It's happening.
All right, guys.
Anything else?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just want to
anything you
shout
guys want to add
before
up?
we end this podcast.
No, I just want to say congrats to you guys. I love this.
Thank you. Definitely thank you guys.
Thank you.
And I love that like this podcast isn't necessarily about the bands or about anything. It's just about, hey, we're cool dudes hanging out. You just happen to be in Scars of Agony and having a conversation.
Yeah,
Another
that's what we
fucking
want to
Friday
do,
night.
is a conversation.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that way people get to, know you guys.
People see that. It's just,
So people
they're
won't
normal
be-
guys having a
everybody's
great
scary.
time.
If we can, before we stop.
Yeah, man.
What
Sure.
would you like to say?
Anything?
Put me on this fucking bass player.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking bass
Oh,
player.
all you're talking about is a little bass player.
Shout out, like on my end, because I've been a part of this from the beginning. I want to shout out to Erica for what she's put into the band when she was with us. Nothing but love for her.
She was one of the ones that when we asked for followers, she shared it out and it
Yeah,
exploded.
she's
amazing.
Erica's
Awesome.
huge.
So
Just
amazing.
exploded after she
Yeah.
That was
shared
a
it
And her
out.
boyfriend's
No matter what.
mustache is like one of the sexiest
I
things
love
on
it.
this
I
planet.
mean, laying your balls across that mustache. would
I
be
bet it would be
ideal.
Awesome.
Yeah, especially fresh shaved balls on. Perfect.
It'd be even better with the cheese, you know, but.
But yeah, no, I definitely want to give a shout out to Erica.
No, well, other than just make sure you guys get out next Saturday the 15th at the Barracks. Check all the great bands that are going to be there. Just get out to the
Good
shows,
tunes.
people.
Drink
Get
some
out to
beer.
the shows. Drink some beer.
Have some wings.
Good time.
And if you guys don't mind, go to our Facebook, hit follow. We're over at YouTube.
Give 'em a like.
Please like and subscribe on YouTube. That's the big one, because the more that we can get subscribers and stuff, the more that we can generate revenue, and that revenue goes to more things on the podcast. Podcast can
We're
grow. We
not
get to
about
sponsor more
money.
and more shows.
I don't know.
So
Damn it, Dave,
please
we're not about
subscribe
money.
to YouTube and to Spotify.
Just
And
check
Support
Chuck's
local.
Yeah,
Support
Chuck's
local.
OnlyFans.
Chuck's
Chuck's OnlyFans, where you will see
All right,
the
guys.
finest 2 inches.
Good night.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
coming
coming
on.
on.
Thanks for
Thank you.
coming out,
Yes, have a good
guys.
night. We'll talk to you later.
Thanks for having us.